What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. There are quite a few rules to success. Do you know this? For starters, you must know for what it is you wish. You must also be willing to do for what is required to achieve this. Must always bear in mind another's right to be for what they wish as well. Very, very important. Many rules among such things. These, some are ones you cannot see. Some are ones that are plain as day. Rules for success. Many for these, they happen to say. For the most part, it's the same thing you'd hear anywhere else. You must know for where you wish to go, other than here, somewhere else. Amongst for what you wish to achieve. Do you have rules for yourself to ensure that you achieve? A self-rule is a very powerful thing. No matter for what you wish to achieve. If you just wish to slack off, well then, you don't follow one of the most important for success amongst the rules. If you're not working on something, you're breaking the rules. As far as rules to success, you must also know for what can be achieved and what cannot in the middle of this. And what can and cannot be messed with. As far as what would be considered sacred that cannot be messed with. To go further than that, to neglect such rule as that, has more consequence than what you might know. And the evidence of that, right away, it may not show. But one of the most important is you must interject if it is success you actually wish to get. You cannot stand there and wish for it. If you do not pursue it, how can it see the proof that you wish for it? Do you think it will stand idly by for you? Do you think everything is owed and needs to be paid to you without the work that is required? I'd like to see you try to do that with your 9 to 5. As far as what you'd get as far as a check. Go to your boss and tell them this. Wish to have 40 hours, but I'm not here. Let's see if that would be against the rules. Would they say for you to get that, you must be here? Many rules to success. Can't just get it without, a little bit of hard work. Do you think that you are owed? There's rules to show if it is that you are owed. If you do not put in the time, then why would it be that you would be paid for your time? Hmm? Whatever your endeavor may be, pretty simple. Must be consistent. No matter if another thinks that you may or may not succeed. But here's my question for a rule to be able to succeed. These ones that try to make it to where you think you cannot. Simple rule to ask upon this spot. Have they accomplished something or have they not? Hmm? Have they? The ones telling you you cannot do. What have they accomplished? Hmm? Have they accomplished anything? So the rule that sits here is, with a grain of salt, you are to take for what words are not substance. For they do not even know for what is substance. Simple as that. Someone who has done something, or is doing something, what will they tell you? Hmm? Know for who it is to heed and who it is to not. Very big and important rule in this spot. Otherwise, your dreams will be accomplished not. Show me one that if you were to talk to one that were successful, that they would tell you if you did not work hard, you would be successful. I would like to see that. Especially one that encourages ones to do such things as that. Many rules to success. Know for who to listen to and who to forget. Who to heed and who to not. Who has the knowledge and who does not. Know upon as well. Who a friend and a comrade, and an enemy is as well. Know for where it is you stand amongst, for who might be considered a comrade. Know for who could possibly be these such things if certain things are seen. Know for where it is they stand, and if it is you wish for them to be and continue to be a friend, at least make sure there's a mutual point that you understand. If not, maybe this friend may become an enemy. Just depends on what kind of rules they have set for their version of success. Another good rule to know. You will always have someone that does not like you, regardless what you stand for, how successful you are. to always know that. But as soon as you start to succeed, they act as if they do not know that. Some of the first that will ever come up to you when you start to succeed are the ones that doubted you. Know for who stands in your corner, and know for who does not. Know for who just wishes a free ride, and who does not. Many rules to success. Of course, one's achieving or one's striving to be. These are simple things they already know, and they have the evidence for why these things they know and wish to be. Know for what can be and cannot be affected. Know for why it is that you wish to be able to be one that has and is affecting. Know for what your reason is. If it is not big enough, you will not last through the hardest season, for it is not big enough. Always have some kind of prospect for what it is that you wish to try to achieve. Be wary if it is there are ones that you think you need to please. For then your reason is not the same as what it should be. For you just wish to impress, not have a reason that should be. Know for where and when you wish to stand. Where it is that within you can see yourself stand. Rules to success. No matter for who you might hear or think is not. You can tell the difference between ones that know about such things and ones that do not. They all speak in a certain manner. They all speak about what you can with a certain demeanor or mindset that you are able to accomplish if you have that mindset. They always tell you pretty much the same thing. With hard work, you can do anything, as long as you believe. Rules to success. If they tell you, within this short amount of time, you can get this, does this follow the rules of success? Or does it not? Hard work, persistently, or get rich instantly? Which of the two do they follow the rules of success spoken by others that know what to do? Or is it the opposite of such things? What works for one does not always work for another. Easily told if they're just trying to get one over on another. Must think about this. These ones that do such things as I have just said with this. Who do you think they make their money from? Hmm? You ever think of that? They offer you great things without any work. Do you honestly think you will get that without any work? If you do, success, more than likely, will not be something that you get to do. For even if it were that you did, you would lose it, for you do not have the rules down for what it is. It will not last long, it will be fleeting. For the rules of success ensure the ones that are not persistent, it is fleeting. If you think it happens overnight, very far from what it is that is overnight. Rules of success. Not very wise to get on the opposite side of this. If it is, you think you're not getting the result you think you should get. Within what means you can use and for what result amongst that you can get. Maybe keep a record of some kind. That way, when the doubt happens to come, you have one of the rules of success for this to overcome. You must be willing to do for what is necessary within any righteous means that happens to be necessary. The rules of success are many. Depends on what field. I have just mentioned few. Depending on what it is that you do. There may be less. There may be more. It just depends on what is required to open that door. Standards must be met. As far as what it is that the leaders amongst that field show that you have to get. If you cannot meet, or at least show something that is unique, then you will be one that is considered meek. Use any available resource you might have. Regardless, if you might see that it's little, when it comes down to it, every step with the rules of success are far from little. Know for what it is that you wish to provide. If it is a service that you happen to provide. Know for what your competition happens to do. As far as how it is presented other than you. Find your own specific niche that makes it to where when they see or hear, they know for you are the uniqueness amongst all of this. Know for what and how you will do. Do a little bit of research before you choose to do. Know why it's wanted by you. Know what, to the ones you wish to provide. What it is that you specifically wish to provide. Know for what comes along with the territory. What specifics, as far as what might be around or shows itself specific. Have an action plan for what it is you are to do. If it is something that is opposite of what success you wish to see, that is what is wanted by you. Know for what one might think of you by looking from an outside view. The best that you can, at least. Know for what might be a limitation for what it is that you need to work on amongst this limitation. Know for why and how. You wish to know something about me specific that you would think would be a limitation for what it is I do. You know something interesting? Did you know I did not speak until I was 6? Did you know that? The one thing you would think would be my limitation is far from what it is that is considered a limitation. Sometimes what it is you work upon the most, no matter if it's a weakness or a strength, becomes very prevalent for what it is that you can do. If it is, you make it into a strength instead of a weakness to you. You would never expect for what it is I just said, would you? After listening to the way that I speak, in what some call riddles, as it is I happen to speak. Rules of success. Know for what you wish to get. Know for what is required. Know if it is within your heart that you can do for what is required. If you have a doubt, maybe that's not the right direction for you. Either that, or you need to shed your fear. Yet another rule of success. You must plow forward without fear. But of course, the doubt part is up to you. That is the one thing amongst all that will stop you. The fear and the doubt that happens to stop you. It is amongst the hardest for the rules of success to follow. For no matter what you do, doubt will always follow. If you succumb to it, then you have been conquered and have not followed the most important rule. Know that anything can be possible. And amongst these things, you are the one that decides if your doubt has to step aside. It's kinda sad though. Amongst these rules, that is the one that beats many, many that you will never get to see or meet, for they let their doubt overcome them. So the choice is yours. Will it be that you follow the rules of success? Or are these things amongst struggles you will forget? If you must work hard for starters, you cannot just be handed it to you in the middle or the starters, or toward the end. You must work hard for it from the start to the end. So will it be that you follow the rules to failure instead of success? Or will you follow the rules that can easily make it to where you have success? Do you have the concentration, devotion, and dedication? And the third D, do you show the demonstration? Or is it something that's amongst these things? It's something that's for you. For whatever reason, it will not be seen. Sorry, I had to take a quick little intermission there. Anyway, the rules to success. Know where it is you're going, for starters. Amongst these things, then you can tell if it is you are there, if you're close, if you're going the wrong direction, if you are even remotely close. If you stay persistent, you will see for what it is that you should, for what you are persistent. Know for what and how you do. Find out little habits or tricks that help you to make it easier for what it is that you wish to achieve. Put it into little chunks if it is, at first, you cannot achieve. The rules can be many, regardless of when and how many. No, for what can and cannot be affected. No, for what result that you are expecting. Know why it is that you are expecting. Can you describe for what it is that you are expecting? Can you not? Business without a vision. Can it go anywhere amongst this spot? Or can it not? An aspiration, if you do not know, or if you cannot taste it, if you cannot describe it. So why is it you do not succeed? Are you not following the rules that are required for you to succeed? Know for what you can and cannot engage. Know when and know the distance and all that. To know for what can and cannot be within that gauge. Know for what can and cannot be within what it is that you wish to see. Know for what rules affect such things. For there are other rules that will try to counter. For what it is, you must know for what is the counter. If it is, you do not. You will not have that success in that spot, for you do not follow the rules, regardless if it's for or against. As far as what amongst the rules you must do that sets where it is you wish to get. No, for what? Within your lack. To know for what you need to do to change that. Know for why and when. Know for where and where you wish to end. The more you can describe it, for the proof is amongst the details for what it is you can describe it. If you cannot, you do not know enough. Rules of success. You must know enough. If it is that you don't, then it will be shown for and proof for what you wish to succeed. You do not know enough. It's pretty simple to understand. Pay attention to any motivational speaker, regardless what platform they use or the stage they stand. You are the one that creates the means to the end. You are the one that has to perform for what needs to be. The rules of success. Action is what must be. Standing there wishing for it, not putting in the work for it, will you be successful at anything? Or will you not? It's pretty simple upon this spot. Know for who it is it might help, or who it might not. Know why and if that would matter in this spot. Know for who, if there is another you do it for. Know why, at this point, you wish to have it more. And know that there's others that wish to have success just as you. Do not get too concerned with just you, for you may miss an opportunity to be amongst with another that wishes to have the same and can achieve together. Rules of success are many but few. Maybe that's why it is only achieved by a select few. When others offer, does it follow the rules of success? When it is they show you this offer, does it not? Then more than likely you will not have success in this spot. Instant gratification for something you have not earned. Even if, in truth, you are able to earn amongst the rules of success, would it be that you would keep or lose the success? Would you? Oh yeah, do this quick. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Oh, got it done. I don't have to do nothing more. All of a sudden you lose it. You know why that is, right? Did not follow the rules of success. You must interject. You must act even if it is that you do not wish. Must be consistent and bold as it is you do this. Day and day, week and week, month and month, and year, and then decades and more past here. Otherwise, it will be there one day and gone the next. For you chose not to continue upon the next. No, for when it is to stop, if it is required amongst for your aspiration to stop. No, when it is that your effort has gone to the peak, when there is no more that you can do. No matter for what and when that may be. For eventually, no matter if it is you become old and gray, or just decide to get out of that business amongst one day, you must know when it is, as well, for you to step away. Rules of success that ones happen to follow. While it is very few amongst this path they happen to follow. Many things because of this. You will not get a chance to encounter. You will not even know that it exists because of one specific encounter. Being conquered by for what is doubt. For what they think they cannot do, you suffer. But you do not know. So many things you did not get to see or have been shown. By ones that chose not to follow such rules. But in the end of their life, they will regret that. Hopefully you, yourself, whoever may listen or watch this, you do not do that. No matter for what that might apply or change for what is your plan. Would you rather go all out amongst for what is and can be your plan? Amongst the rules of success. Expanding upon what it is you do for whatever it is that is this. Practicing your craft to where you cannot get it wrong. Yet more rules to ensure your success. You cannot get it wrong. No matter how fast, no matter how far, no matter how long, without following success rules. It could very well possibly be gone. To know that many just wish to make something off of you. For what it is that you, yourself, is able to do. Yet another rule of success. Have you tried to market such things as that? If it's something unique that only you can do, or something that, because of the way that you do, makes it to where it is unique, something someone else might seek. Within your allotted means, of course. You can only do for what you can do amongst your finances. Stretch yourself too thin. Not always the best idea, for you will have a tragic end. But the greater the risk, the greater the reward. Must be able to manage risk for what it is you will get amongst your reward. If it is, these things are not done. Maybe that's why your success has not come. Many can be the rules of success, regardless for what you wish to get, regardless when or where or how. Must know when and how. You set up for where it is you need to be, within your posture and positioning. For what success amongst that can you see? If you're amongst the wrong place at the wrong time. Is it easy? Is it hard to follow rules of success? Tell you this, only 2%. The rest of the 99 do not follow. And that's why amongst ones that are amongst the 2%. That is why they pay for your bills and you work for them. They follow the rules of success. Of course, that's why you work for them, because they follow these rules of success. Some kind of business model in some way or another. How they will operate amongst for you and another. That they sell the service too, that you provide. Sounds like rules to success to me, does it not? Knowing for what will be done before it is to be done. That you will do instead of them. Sounds like a goal to me that you achieve for them. Rules to success. Many businesses that you go to get follow such rules. Within what it is, even amongst their normal operation, you see them follow these rules. Even amongst some that I may not have mentioned as well. Even amongst their advertising, they follow rules as far as that as well. Like if there's an ad specifically that a lot of people do not like. How fast does it stay up? How fast does it go down? Rules to success. Sounds a lot like what I've already mentioned, does it not? It's being done right in front of you, and yet you do not even notice for what and how you could succeed when the information is right in front of you. Or is it that you choose not to? Is it that you are scared to put in the work? Do you think that your effort will not pay off? Is it something that you choose to put off? If not now, then when? When all your ideas and aspirations that have come to you and only you have to go to the grave as they're screaming at you? Following the rules to success are not that hard. That's the saddest part. In truth, they're not really that hard. No matter if it is you think they are or not. I'll give you a little bit of insight on this, by the way, on this particular spot. The rules to success. Did you know that even when you are working for another company that is not owned by you, you are following this? Did you know that? Ooh, I wonder if I stepped on a few toes right there. I hope I did. Though, I was aiming right here. Rules of success that you follow when you work for another person, regardless if you know you do or not. Think about it for a minute. What happens if someone amongst their social media posts something that is somewhere that business that you work for, or they do, is against their values? What happens? If you don't show up to work, do you get paid? If you do not act in a respectable way, do you still work there? If you do not do it in a timely manner, do you still work there? If you're not consistent, do you still work there? See where this is going? Rules of success. But here's the thing. You're the one that chooses if it's you that you're working for or the other. So which way are you going? As far as that, rules of success that you follow regardless, if you know you do or not. Truthfully, I hope I just stepped on some toes in this spot. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now. So, until next time.